What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Black Lagoon, this time with episode 4. Looking forward to this one. Pretty fun episode last time out. We got to see a little bit of the Russian blonde woman with all the scars. I'm interested to see more about her kind of backstory and such. I think she was a really awesome character just in kind of atmosphere. So yeah, hoping to see more of that. Action-packed episode last week as usual, and I've got no idea what we can expect today, but again, looking forward to it. Do let me know what you guys think about this episode though down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these weekly reactions. And let's have a little look at what we're going to be covering. I have big gun. So yeah, very much feels like now, since we had a little bit of Revy's backstory, not much at all, just she had a conversation with Rock. I feel like this opening is very much from her perspective, isn't it? Yeah, we got as I said, we had a little segment with her just like looking very, again, she had very dead like fish eyes when talking about it, but she, like, when she was in the action and like killing people, she had a quite a sinister style. Yeah, she had quite a sinister kind of smile on her look the whole time. But again, her eyes were just like dead, like emotionless. Which I think I haven't watched too many like fights and such, but I remember there being this one guy that I think he was like an ex-Russian soldier or something, and his like stare downs and such were just like, because he had killed a lot of people, his stare downs and such were just like absolutely ruthless. You couldn't look the guy in the eyes. A man that has killed many a man changes you, I think, doesn't it? But yeah, again, looking for. I mean, we get a pretty interesting perspective from just the opening lyrics about Revy, to be honest, don't we? But that's also a kind of, I'd like to know, like to maybe see a bit more of her backstory as well. We don't need to. Again, I'm pretty sure we can already like assume quite a few things about her backstory. We don't exactly need it, but I would like to see it. Many people don't like seeing like having like flashback episodes and such, but I'm always a really big fan of like flashback episodes and like character focused like backstory episodes. Sorry guys, get the sound on. And the subtitles really are tiny, aren't they? Oh, fucking hell. 1945. I'm pretty obvious to who these guys are, I think. I'm no real stickler for history and such, but I think a bunch of like Nazis went to like Argentina, right? Read about the world, perhaps. SSSD.
かれるとすぐにアウトだな、ここの生活は。ヌンさん、それ新品いくら？高いよ、どうせ盗品なんだろ。そうだよな、今だって懐に余裕ないわけじゃないもんな。やめとこ、どうせレビーにアマちゃん呼ばわりされるのがうちだ。
Yeah, Cape Verde Island. So yeah, looks like we're getting a bit of Nazi stuff. Shogi as well. Did the Germans play shogi? Oh, okay, this is obviously fiction. It'd be quite interesting if they did. Oh, there he is, the man himself. Indian Ocean.
南アフリカからセイロンへ向かう輸送船だな。艦長、戦闘配置発令中だ。艦内に入ってください。これは失敬。だが一つだけ答えてもらいたい。君は与えられた任務を投げ打ってあの貨物船を攻撃するつもりなのか。どうします？バタビアへは間違いなくお連れしますとも中佐。フリッツ。はい。君はいちいち尋ねなければ敵への挨拶一つできないと。それでも君はこの艦の。了解です。整備中のうなぎの装填を急がせます。中佐、あなたもだ。艦内へ。攻撃は全く不要なリスクだ。あれは長年の敵、イギリス軍の輸送船だ。そして運んでいるのはこれから我々が屋根を借りる同盟国へ向けられる戦略物資だ。あなたはあの敵を見逃せという。それでは我々のこれまでの戦いは何だったということになるのですか。あの船を攻撃しても我が国の行く末にはもはや何の関係もないのだぞ。ほう、なんだね。もしかして落日は食い止められない、そう言っておられるのですか。それ以上のことを私に言わせるつもりか。
Yeah, essentially. Seems like that's the case.
つまらない申しに凝り固まっておられるのかと思っていた。いや失礼。それでも挑まなければならない戦いもあるのです。行くぞ、不条魚雷船宇治を用意。この間に31隻目のスコアを付け加え。
Like, what is the deal with this? Like, why are we seeing this? Seems, well, I'll probably speak too out here, but seems quite unrelated, doesn't it? I wonder how this does end up kind of coming into our current story. He does a little bit. Bit of a tan Santa. Black Santa. Maybe we're going to be like searching up some like old like ruins of a ship or something, and we come across some Nazi technology. I don't know.
震度40へ。
Man, it must be absolutely terrifying to get attacked. I have no sympathy for these Nazis whatsoever, don't get me wrong. But it must be absolutely terrifying to get attacked while underwater. To be honest with you, I can't. Even if I could swim that well, I can swim well. I just can't float. I've never learned how to float. I think there's like a certain breathing you do to it, and I always just used to not breathe and just sink like a stone. But, yeah, even with me, even if I was able to like float and such, I'd still be terrified, like getting captured in water like this and having nowhere to run. It's just, ah, seppuku. Yeah, it's just, I wouldn't ever want to go on like a submarine or anything. To be honest with you, I'd be way too terrified. Like death, like it's awesome because there's life all around you, but at the same time, you're also surrounded by death. I'd just be quite terrified the whole time. Although you could say that about like flying on a plane and such as well, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather die from a big fall instantly than it would be very painful for a few seconds than drowning. So it's a painting. That Joan, no, I don't know. 12 Nights Brunhilde. So another thing, I swear, like almost everything has been like covered in Yu-Gi-Oh to some extent. Like so many legends and myths, and like there's a whole archetype called the Valkyries. So I'm guessing yeah, that's a Valkyrie. Kind of I forget what that exactly translates to, but you know, there's a Valkyrie Brunhilde. Yu-Gi-Oh card. I won't get it up, but yeah, so like a whole archetype, and like I just said, I feel like there's a lot of, even though Yu-Gi-Oh is like just a card game, is actually like there's so much that I've like subliminally been kind of taught just by like cards. About like Japanese, like well, this is obviously isn't like Japanese, but like lots of like myths and legends, especially a lot of Japanese like myths and legends, stories and such, historical things. But yeah, I think she's a Valkyrie. Valkyrie Brunhilde. Absolute like in the anime, awesome cards. In the actual game, they're absolutely awful. It's a shame, but it's like really unfair. Like they're very unfair cards. In the anime. And if you want to kill them, they're both dead anyway. Like I said, it sounds like he's killed him, but like it has. All dead. Oh, okay. So I think I see where this is going. We're going to be scuba diving, and we're probably going to uncover that painting. I was just thinking, it's quite interesting. Like people really like value. Again, I don't know too much about this subject, but people seem to really value, of course, like old memorabilia and old like historical things. And I imagine there's quite a lot of historical Nazi maybe paintings and such that probably sell for quite a bit. But I was just thinking, why do Nazi kind of historical things sell for anything? Who's put that massive value on them? I think that's just wrong, right? We should just destroy it all. I mean, I say that you should always like record history and such, but the fact that some people value this at such a high degree should be pretty telling about those people, right? And why do we care about that stuff? Like, let it die. I don't know. Again, yeah, like you said, I don't think it's that simple. I think it's as simple as I'm putting it, perhaps. I don't get me wrong, we should never forget what happened there or anything. Like, why do people value that stuff so highly? Shanky. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, why does he value that so much? I mean, he probably values the rarity of it. Maybe that's what it is. We value the rarity of this stuff more than the actual thing itself. But the context is it's Nazi. Why would you like it? I don't know. People value money more than a lot of things, don't they? Status. Man, he's very happy about this job. Strangely. Fuck plan bullshit. Okay. Let's hope there's no dead Nazi zombies down there or anything. Against what? What are guns for? Maybe there will be Nazi zombies. That's pretty cool though. Underwater gun. Oh, it was just just to make it a bit more comfortable, I guess. Yeah, smart, smart. Knows how his crew functions. The faces as well. Pretty accurate. There it is. Like, you wouldn't catch me doing that shit. I ain't going that deep in the water. I'm kind of terrified of deep water, to be honest with you. The fact that there's so much unexplored as well. There's so much dark, deep water that humans just can't explore currently. Oh, is that these are the remnants of Nazis? Perhaps the white heather. I'm wearing the top with a heather on right now. I'm sure you guys can see it. They just can't get these. These communications aren't going too well, are they? Maybe the water gun might be needed. Yeah, so these guys are remnants, or maybe like a new era of Nazis. Blow them up, bro. Let's just blow them up. Shit. They're gonna try to blow you up. Bendy boy. Guy's fucking voice. Yeah. Sure, I should have expected to see Nazis in the show. It just has that vibe to it. It would have Nazis as villains. I don't know how to explain it. And this is where we're ending off. Again, I really like how this ending comes in. It's really cool, actually. I love endings like that, where it's like slowly kind of. You'd think it'd happen more often, but it doesn't happen awfully often, actually, where it just kind of like fades in. Fucking Nazis. Well, let's hope we see all these guys dead next week. I think I mentioned this in a few weeks. It really does feel like a kind of classic, like 80s American kind of almost action movie. So maybe that's why I should expect to see Nazis. Oh, sorry guys. They've always got these same voice actors for Nazis and Germans in anime as well. There's like a specific kind of like quite high pitched, almost sounds like a high pitched fat guy talking. They always have that kind of. If I remember the guy from like Helsing and such, they all kind of sound like that, like very like high tone, like yeah, just like awful. They sound like awful. I'll try and replicate it. It's like, I didn't be that. Like something like that. I didn't be that. I'm not sure if that's a word or not, but that sounds like a very German word, doesn't it? I didn't be that. Maybe it's just the way that they talk. And yeah, there are those eyes again. So eagle hunting and hunting eagles. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, good episode here. I always do love a bit of killing some Nazis, so this should be a pretty fun episode next week. Nice little bit of setup today, wasn't it? Seeing the kind of backstory behind the painting and such. Yeah, this dude right here, he just sounds like your very super typical kind of Nazi impression. I'm a fan of that typical Nazi impression, to be honest with you. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Do let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, some really good setup here. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 5.